Hey guys, welcome back to Nier. There's been a bit of a time jump between episodes because I wanted to do a bunch of the side quest stuff and get it out of the way so I could be ready for the subsequent endings, because eventually I need to have every weapon in the game. And that takes some doing. But unfortunately, the side content is kind of boring. So, weapon collection, 97%. As far as I can tell, I have every weapon in the entire game now, except for the ones you get as part of story progression, including future ending stuff and things like that. So I have basically everything. I chose to mostly do side questing off camera. That was necessary for that kind of stuff because it kind of gets really time consuming and really boring really fast. One of the missions I had to do was to go back into the same tomb from earlier in the game, the one that has all the annoying rules about what you're allowed to do in each room, and you have to re-clear the entire temple again. Because they're like, there's shades in there, take them out, and then like, thanks for taking out the shades, here's a weapon. I'm like, what? What? I was hoping to never do that again. But I did. And so that happened. The other one was the mission you guys would have seen the beginning of, which is called the Damaged Map. There's that one aspiring treasure hunter that's the weaponsmith back in town. And he's like, I want to be a treasure hunter, go get a map for me. So you go up to the library and you get a map. He's like, what's a map? Whoa! And then you talk to Popola and about the map, and they're like, you need to get this repaired, and so you go to the weird item merchant in the desert town, and they're like, I need these things to fix the map. I think you guys saw that far across. But he sends you to get 3 goat hides, 3 eggplants or something, and 3 machine oil. The plants are easy, you buy them at a store at the grocer. Goat hides are annoying because they're a random drop, but they're not rare, they're just a random drop. So you have to kill goats over and over and over again for goat hides, which is irritating, but doable. Took about a half an hour because they were not dropping for me. Those are about all outside of town. Then machine oil happened. That one sucks. To get machine oil, you have to kill those flying robots in the junk heap. So only the flying robots. Equip something that gives you a bonus drop chance. And even then, it took me over an hour of grinding the same mobs over and over again and loading in and out of the area over and over again to get them to drop freaking machine oil. And that's not great for filming purposes. But from that point on, you take it back to the strange merchant, and they're like, I fixed it now with the stuff. This fixed these magical chemicals fixed the map apparently. So you take it back to the merchant, but he's gone, and his wife's there. And he's like, oh, another map. It's like my damn husband's gonna get himself killed doing all this treasure hunting, and so the solution is to lie to her husband. So you take the map, and she's like, can you just go get the treasure instead? So my husband doesn't go? And so you go get the treasure, but the treasure's junk. It's actually here in the Lost Shrine. It's just total junk and pointless. So you go back, and they're like, oh, this junk won't satisfy him. Here's my expensive jade hair ornament. Can you sell this? And get something good for it so we can tell him that's what you got for treasure? So you sell her priceless heirloom, and you get like a shiny gold coin from the special merchant at the desert place, and give that to him. And then he's like, oh, I knew that there would be treasure. I can finally live out my dream of rolling in treasure for some reason. So basically it's all about not trusting your spouses. And it sounds like I'm summarizing, but actually that's like almost line for line how the dialogue plays out. There's not much to the quest, like not a ton of character and stuff going on. A lot of running around and loading screens and fetching items for that end. Actually don't need to save right now, necessarily. And that's more or less how we got here. Every other weapon was basically just sitting around somewhere.
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Weiss and I first met.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Weiss?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself. And now the path is open.
I'm extra surprised the second time to find out they're bad guys. Oh, right. Never mind. Wrong timing. Forgot that there's this room here. So we gotta do the quiz, which will make more sense now, probably. I wonder if this infinite looping of this room is supposed to be reminiscent in some way of the looping of the story in this game or something. And in which case, what do the birds mean? What do the statues mean? Do they mean anything? It looks like one statue repeating 4 times. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not quite the same one repeating 4 times. Just really similar looking statues. This place is serene, so I must destroy its boxes. I'm looking for any sort of symbolism around here, but mostly it's just a nice garden area. Really expensive gazebo, basically. Two birds could mean something for sure. Especially given, like, we have 2 replicants and 2 gestalts and Yonah and the main character and so on. What the hell you want to draw from these characters in particular?
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell should I know?
Patience. I believe this is some manner of password.
A password?
Yes, the correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
I answer because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
I answer they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Well then, seems the way is open.
Normally in this situation I would question where the hell they're getting those answers from, because it's a binary choice between 2 options, but presumably in universe they're just saying something on the spot and not choosing from a list. But it's Grimoire Weiss giving the answer, so it makes sense because he gives the answer, so it's more like you're picking which... Like, he doesn't fully understand himself at the moment, I don't think, but the memories and whatever's going on and his purpose and so on are all in there somewhere. So basically, he's picking which thread that he's not entirely confident in to commit to. He's like, I think it's one of these answers, but I'm a little mixed up.
It's the twins from your village.
Hopela, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yonah here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking questions right now. No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you. It's true. We didn't want to.
Devila, what's happening?
Sorry. This is our fate. I spoke the truth. We did not want to fight you. We wanted to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are these shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Kill them, you glorious bastards! Kill them all!
This is me running around in a circle like a lunatic to avoid taking any damage while I wait for their dialogue to play out because I might instantly kill them. Oh, organ miss.
I never thought
Oh, wow.
I'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
So they're invincible, right? Right now? They won't take they don't take health damage.
What now? They copied my paths.
Shit on a shell. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. We simply loaned you a small portion of it.
Weiss, are you all right?
Devil, Popola, why are you doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
You can't beat me! So, come to think of it, I probably should have tried choosing the maybe we should go back to the village option, just because I don't know what would happen. They explicitly say there's no turning back at this point, so presumably it wouldn't work, because the game itself is like, there's no turning back if you enter the castle, so the idea of picking the option about turning back is interesting. So I wonder what would happen. Does Nier actually say it? Or is he like, no, you're messing with my mind, or something like, is it a mind control thing that gets acknowledged for a moment? Or maybe your companions are like, what are you doing? Yeah, that damage is fast. Story time?
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadowlord.
The Shadowlord? You've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadowlord's castle.
Whee! I want a flying energy ball. Why can't I have a flying energy ball? So here's all my weapons, by the way. Just really quick. Oh, wait. Nameless Blade, Lily Leaf Sword, Nirvana Dagger, Moonrise, Rebirth, Earthworm's Claw, Blade of Treachery, Beastbane, Faith, Ancient Overlord, Phoenix Dagger, Labyrinth's Whisper,
Devil and Popola are fighting us.
Transience, Spear of the Usurper, the Devil Queen, Sunrise, Beast Curse, Captain's Holy Spear, Dragoon Lance, Phoenix Spear, Labyrinth's Shout. Kusanagi, Axe of Beheading, Fang of the Twins, Vile Axe, Beast Lord, Iron Will, Phoenix Sword, Labyrinth Song. There's three Phoenix weapons, three Labyrinth weapons at the end. I don't know why there's so many weapons in this game. It really doesn't. It's interesting. Generally the game's not very long, doesn't have that many mechanics to it, not that many types of attacks, doesn't really deal with a lot of resistance types or like any of the stuff that would incentivize such a variety of items. It even has a multi-tier thing where you can upgrade weapons to level 4 in a game where the level 1 weapons could easily beat the entire game all the way through the multiple endings. So, for all of the RPG mechanics in this entire game, from the overabundance of weapons, to overleveling, to upgrading your weapons to become even more overpowered, to killing people to get words that give you passive upgrades to all of your skills, and so on and so forth, and even your super powerful magic attacks, all feel like they're just designed to make you feel more and more like a bully as you move on, because you're just destroying everything. You're only allowing things to live for a few seconds longer just for the purpose of hearing what its stupid explanation is, which... it would almost be in character to just kill people instantly and cut off their dialogue because of how single-minded the protagonist is, and how every time dialogue comes up, they're like, I don't care if a shade tap dances and writes the Declaration of Independence. Just kill it.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of
You all right there?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be here.
Weiss?
Don't look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly
Walk it off.
I think I hear a waltz.
I just told a book to walk it off. A book. What am I even saying anymore?
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
Ah, a royal ball. How utterly
I think we're locked in.
Not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
So that all makes sense now. Like the idea that we just walk in on a weird ballroom and they all turn into shades. Like they probably really were trying to have a celebration, or trying to, like, this probably was shades having their human lives, because we now know they all are humans, and this is just a part of that. And we really, when they say that we're not human, that's totally true. Although the definition of human gets weird at some point when you're weird replicants of humans and so on and so forth. But they are humans on some level originally. And now I'm murdering them all with my stabby execution spell. Yay! That's almost the worst part, when you stab them up in the air with the pike and they're hanging there loosely, not getting up. You fight them all in pairs too, because it's the couples that are dancing together. They're turned into monsters simultaneously to attack you. What are you shooting at? Oh, he slammed into a wall. That was kind of a cool detail. That's where it was. I'm like, it's fighting something, but I can't see it. Oh, an energy barrier.
Stop coming.
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how do love it.
Knock it off, Weiss.
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes. Good plan, let's go.
Call the Bondulance. Weiss is having a stronk. Nope. Kind of hard to hit you. Come down here.
Protect Kainé for us.
Stupid door. Come on. Oh, come on.
Kainé, hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Oh, you idiot, what are you doing?
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Come on! Got it.
Kainé, look out!
How do you do that? Seriously. She really does start to feel like this game's Kenny at some point, doesn't she? It's interesting how like that almost feels like a joke on behalf of like that rule of filmmaking.
These things are freaking me out.
We need to help Kainé. We need to help Kainé.
It feels like the rule of filmmaking where anything off camera cannot be seen by anyone, basically. Like if it's not on the camera, then the characters can't see it either. You attacked all their babies! There can be no justice in the slaughter of innocents. Jesus.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
It seems to lose some control when it charges.
Trying to avoid it. Oh.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Your heart is different. It ain't hatred, and it ain't sadness. What's going on here, sunshine?
How should I know?
Kainé, are you alright?
Fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Interesting. Oh, how very interesting.
This is all hidden away in a very skippable piece of dialogue in a probably very briefly winnable fight. Oh yeah, those are big spikes of damage immediately. Ah, Pain.
Got it.
Ah. So it really starts to feel like you were attacking their children, and then Mom went all full, like Beast Mom to try to stop you, and then you killed Mom too, and then Dad came home from a hunt or something in all of its armor, and then came after you too, which reflects the fact that this whole game starts to feel like a weird form of like a commentary on parenthood, to the point where like, oh, watch out. Like, parenthood shouldn't be inherently a bad thing, but the game seems to be taking almost like a dare of like, what if we tried to treat parenthood as evil?
Can we even hurt this thing?
Because everything you do is to protect your child, and you find out that all of your enemies are protecting children, basically. Whether they're their children or not their children. Like, Kainé is kind of adopted.
No! Don't fall victim to such distractions!
Come on! We have to keep going! Move it!
Can't open the door yet, though, not without Kainé. So, Kainé is adopted by...
This way!
Adopted by their grandmother. Every other character is protecting a family member, usually a younger family member. All the enemies are protecting younger family members, usually children that are their direct descendants or otherwise. And, then everyone kills each other to protect their children, including each other's children. That seems to be more or less the thesis of the entire game, honestly. On a thematic level, is everybody kills each other's children to protect their own children, necessitating the concept of protecting children in the first place, on accident. In the meantime, mostly through a complete and utter incapability to talk to each other. In here, being a combination of not being able to communicate via language and not being able to communicate via pig-headedness. The funny thing here is, of course, that the protagonist is the one that's pig-headed, but the enemy is literally a giant pig.
Damn it, I can't get it open!
Oh, you pissed her off now!
shouldn't have killed her friends. Look at her. So full of scorn and hate. She's just like you, Sunshine.
Like you're any different.
Huh?
Hate is just another crutch for you.
Hey now.
You're in pain, you're lonely, no one likes you. So you try to dull it all with violence and hate.
I'm not like that at all.
It's okay.
It is?
I'm not kind of the same way. But just realizing that isn't going to help. It's too late for us now. It's too late for everything. I'm too far gone now.
Strike the beast while it's down.
The entrance is locked too.
It seems that we're in a bit of a predicament.
They choose a hell of a time to start suddenly doing therapy moments. I can't tell if the dialogue got cut off or not. I really can't. Family, I mean not family, desert people, please, help. We're gonna get poisoned to death by toxic masculinity.
Casa, 程度どっちいるとって。
手槌汗よりいったおきっとだ。
ベルアト自由席オン
ミラコック
かついてサルリットシータライザムとヒロだろ
You are correct.
いやラットで男性隊
クラリープロスバンカシッチ
テルワット
ちょっと来てキリコイタイ
Given what I just said, it seems like an intentional decision that in order to learn the story of the game, you have to ignore the fights.
Hey, stop! Let me go! Stop it! King!
ギー、後でアリクラさあこ
No! Open the door! You can't fight them on your own!
サラゆうくく大タオキアルタイユトクルトコシイルケイタルイートエチケイロアルテスタセ
ギウズイ
カークイシギシ
新中カレウタ改ざんテラス
アンダアラターテルラーヌペルアトッチ
ルラーヌ改ざんとトトチOpen the damn door!
Come on, let's go.
Kainé.
He's fighting for you, and for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Yeah, it's not unnoteworthy, the idea that they make it easier and easier with all the bully mechanics to just destroy everything in this game relatively easily. But then there's long, drawn-out pieces of dialogue during every boss fight that auto-play. And sometimes there's even a delay before they start, to the point where I think there won't be dialogue, so I start fighting, then dialogue starts, and I'm like, oh crap, hope they don't kill them while the dialogue's playing. And so the only way to learn the story and find context is to avoid fighting and listen and communicate. You still can't act on any of it, so you're still stuck being the stupid pig-headed protagonist that will kill everything. But by not doing the fights, you learn what the context of everything is, and learn why you shouldn't be fighting. So there's actually really clever things going on here, if any of it's intentional. But you still can't act on any of it. Stabby stabby! Poke! I'll use a health salve, just to pick one up. They're so leaning heavily towards health salves now, I don't get medicinal herbs at a frequency that allows me to even pick them up anymore. I'm dropping below 10 there, but always maxed out on salves. And of course, never need them. In the open world, like the Northern Plains, when I fight enemies, they hit me and I don't see my health bar move. That's how absurd the thing has gotten, now being level 32. Which, despite all the grinding to get machine oil, I only gained like 2 levels, because the requirements for leveling up go up so massively. It's just that by this point in the game, you out-level everything, because I don't think any of it scales at all.